Man, these are exciting new colors because for the first time in I think 7, maybe 8 years, Tesla has introduced new colors. The past 8 years, Tesla's been slimming down on the colors since the Roadster days where they had so many different vibrant colors to choose from for the sake of the mission statement, right? We need to build as many vehicles as possible. We gotta ramp up production, and that means trying to not have too many color options in the first place. Cybertruck probably won't have colors at all other than steel. But Giga Berlin, with its next generation paint shop, has introduced 2 new variants, and oh my god, they look amazing. They're only available on the long range and performance Model Y, and unfortunately at this time they're only available from Giga Berlin, which means you have to be in Europe or you have to be in the Middle East in order to get these colors in your region. So I apologize to the vast majority of people out there that aren't going to be able to order these new colors, but based on the configurator for Europe, it also appears that these new colors are kind of replacing Midnight Silver Metallic and regular red. Now we have Quicksilver, which looks amazing. A much way better version of silver, in my opinion. Very, very glossy and reflective and just bounces off the Tesla logo accent and matte black trim so elegantly. And Midnight Cherry Red, which I think is the real star of the show. From what we can tell, this Midnight Cherry Red also replaces the regular red at the configurator, at least for Giga Berlin, and it's just exactly that. It's midnight. It's so much deeper and reflective, and Elon says this highly advanced paint shop is able to coat up to 13 different layers, and that results in the paint kind of changing tones depending on how the light reflects off of it. They uploaded these real videos of what it looks like in the wild, and man, it just looks stunning. It is like a really difficult thing to get right, you know, because everybody has different opinions on what colors Tesla should add, right? It's easy to be like, oh, they should have a green option or an orange option or a yellow option. And some of you are like, ew, yeah, don't do those colors. And others are like, yeah, you should. But somehow Tesla found a way to introduce 2 new color variants, which are surprisingly neutral. You know, if you lean too into a very saturated and specific color, not that many people are going to go for it and not that many people will want it. Well, at the same time, you know, they kind of covered the basics with the existing color lineup. Like you have a gray one, you have a white one, you have a black one, you have a blue one and a red one. You covered all the most popular paint colors, so the fact that they were able to introduce 2 new color versions that are still like incredibly universally appreciated. Everyone online is just amazed by them from what I can tell. I haven't seen any negative comments about these new colors, and they're still pretty neutral. They're not like so drastic that I could see only a very specific type of person wanting them. I genuinely could see like a very large number of people saying, yes, I want Quicksilver, or yes, I want Midnight Cherry Red. Although it will probably still take a bit of a specific market because these new paint colors are stunning but also kind of expensive. So Quicksilver is an extra 3,000 euros, and again, it's only available on the long range and performance models. And then the Midnight Cherry Red is an extra 3,200 euros. So that roughly translates to about an extra $3,000, whereas before the Midnight Silver Metallic was free. You didn't have to pay extra for that. At least here in the US, it might have cost extra. In Europe, I can't remember. And Product Red cost an extra $2,000 here in the US, whereas there it's costing an extra $3,000 for Midnight Cherry. Honestly, just for the fact that this is a very easy way to let people know you have a Giga Berlin made Model Y, whereas before it was kind of hard to tell, are you getting an imported Model Y or are you getting a Giga Berlin Model Y? Now there's a very easy way to know, yep, that one was made in Europe. A lot of people will probably splurge and spend the extra money. And as much as we want these color options to come to all jurisdictions, in fact, all Tesla models, I would love to see a Plaid Model S in Midnight Cherry or a Quicksilver Model 3 would look fantastic. At this point, Elon is saying only Giga Berlin can do these color options, which is a bit of a bummer for the rest of us. Although in the past, he did say that Giga Texas was also getting the next generation paint shop that Giga Berlin is getting. But of course, Giga Berlin came online faster and has been around for longer. So I'm hoping his phrasing is just a little bit off because according to Jeff Roberts and Joe Tegmeyer, we have seen that next generation paint equipment being installed at Giga Texas. So in response to someone in the threads asking, can we at least get another color option in the USA? Elon said yes. He didn't clarify if these 2 new color options are coming to the USA. We knew that Tesla was working on an updated silver, and we thought it was going to be called like Mercury Silver, and we thought the red was going to be called Deep Crimson. Turns out that that was probably just made to throw us off because that's not the actual colors they ended up calling them. And the last rumor on that list list of new color options that Giga Berlin was going to offer was some kind of ocean blue, and we haven't seen any news or updates about the updated blue yet, so maybe Giga Texas they're reserving for the updated blue color. Maybe it'll be a bit lighter tones or something, but I just think we all need to give a round of applause to the Tesla paint department because it's been a very dull past 8 years for them of just making the same colors over and over and over again, and I think everybody was just kind of used to and tired of seeing the same old after all this time. So for the first time to see factory options of new paint, I think that will definitely increase margins because probably a lot of people are going to want to opt for these paint colors now. Wait times on these are likely going to get pushed way back, and it literally and figuratively gives the Model Y a fresh coat of paint. It just looks so new, it looks so different, and we've been seeing the same Model Ys for several years now, and they're just way more eye-catching now. So anytime Tesla wants to increase demand in the future or increase desirability of the product, having this next generation paint shop will probably allow them to come up with new paint colors that are stunning and cater more to a wider demographic of people. So I'm very excited to finally see them, and I just hope that they please come to the US of A because I want to see these things in person. Giga Texas is the most likely scenario. Unfortunately, Fremont has a much more dated paint shop, so we're probably not going to get any new colors on the Model 3, S, or X for many years to come, which is a bummer. Hopefully Giga Berlin can get started on Model 3 production as soon as Model Y has fully ramped, and then we can get some new paint colors for the Model 3 in Europe. But I love them, absolutely. Midnight Cherry Red, in my opinion, looks way cooler than the old red. I also think that Quicksilver now is probably my favorite Tesla color. I think it's very, very close to the shine and shimmer that the Cybertruck has, so I'm confident saying now, if these paint colors were available in my region, I would have bought the Quicksilver Model 3. Yes, I would even have spent the extra $3,000. It looks so freaking good. What do you guys think? Feel free to let me know down in the comments below, and thank you to everyone on Patreon supporting this channel directly. Seriously, helps us out a ton, as does just watching these videos, so thanks again. Have an excellent rest of your day.